What they do.
Yes.
What they do.
Yes.
How y'all doing out there?
Ooh.
Aces and jewels.
They made it to 2022.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we get them like a round of applause?
Okay, let me see.
Like, come on, y'all. It's 2022.
Right.
We made it. Blessings. Okay, go ahead.
So how y'all doing out there?
All right.
Yeah, so we back with another one.
And another one.
A banger.
Okay, now.
This week.
This
so
week.
y'all ready for it?
Drum roll. Go ahead.
Yeah,
All
so what we doing, T? Let it go?
Hey, let that shit go.
Yeah, let it
So
go.
he said let it go. In my head, I'm like, man, let that shit go.
Right.
Okay.
So if y'all don't know, I'm like, I don't use profanity.
I do.
You feel me? So right.
They should know us by now.
Yeah.
And for the people who doesn't, you can tell. I'm like, and he,
Kinda cool
humble
and
he the lawyer. I'm the one who get us this shit, and he got to bill us. So that's right.
Yes,
it's supposed to
accurate.
be like that. It's so accurate. He's the damn lawyer, and I'm over here like, well, you keep billing me out, so yeah.
Hey, TV like, go to DP.
Hey, go to DP.
Go to DP.
Listen, I'm the last one to talk about this
Yeah.
shit. Yo, I will give you the wrong information intentionally.
That's
Intentionally.
crazy. So yeah.
All right.
What they do. This your boy DP.
This your girl T.
And we're the Gemini Gems, representing for the Geminis across the world, giving our own Miami perspective.
For sure. So
you can follow us on all podcast platforms at Geminis-Gems.
Also follow us on Instagram, Geminis_Gems, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Geminis Gems.
Hey, make sure you like, follow, you comment, and you subscribe.
Yes.
And make sure when you type it in, it's Geminis with the S, Gems with a Z. And what we do, T?
Drop them gems.
Drop them gems. So we back.
Yes.
So let it go.
Right.
So what made you come up with this idea, T? Because I like it.
Like, it's the first week of 2022, right? And some people really not able to just move on. Some people really not able to let things go.
Right.
And I'm like, let's talk about some shit. And the shit is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get into it, right? So I'm still more positive,
right?
But you gotta, start some little drama, some little talk, right?
Yeah, you want to talk. You want to get a little ratchet,
and you get a little ratchet. We gonna get a little ratchet. 2022 Miami style. I'm like, T, we try to be all conservative and shit, but I'm just like, let me just keep being me, right?
Yeah, be you,
be me. So excuse the
know
profanity.
yourself. Everybody,
like, oh my God, where all this coming from? This is who I am. I be cursing my ass off. I am a Young / a Johnson, so it's just in my blood. All right. But first topic is like hate, right? So many people, and again, this is my opinion. So many people hate on other people.
Yep.
You understand? And so
the hate is real.
Hate is real. Right. And it's just like, damn, it could be your family, it could be your colleague, it could be your neighbor, it could be your damn friend, whoever. And it's like, nigga, like, excuse my language, like, really? Because if you talking about this to me about somebody else, what the hell you might be talking about me to somebody else too. Right. Period. You understand? Yeah. So hate is, for me, I'm like, man, let that shit go. Like, what are you hating about? So can we remove the hate and replace it? Like, hey, be kind.
No. People cannot stop hating because that's what gives them life.
Wow, that's sad,
right?
But it's real.
But
it's real.
So when I say the hate is real, the hate is real.
Oh my goodness!
Like, there's a situation that I was faced with, right?
Okay,
and I felt like it was a job opportunity, right? So I'm like, man, let me get this thing. Right. You feel me? I was qualified. I met the requirements. I may not be highly recommended, but I was recommended.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? So there's even my transition, trying to learn about the position. I may not have put my best foot forward, but I was there.
You was there.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
To learn, to know.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? The training would not have been so, like, let's say, intense.
Right.
Right. So you ain't have to train me every single day, because I know the beginning stages. You may have to just tell me the tail end.
Gotcha.
And I can grab stuff real quick.
Right.
Right. Go for the interview. I interviewed for the position 3 times.
All right.
And still got denied.
You still
so
got denied.
At this point,
wow.
right, I'm like, yo, like, why isn't it granted to me? And I just felt like at this point, the 3rd time,
right,
it was straight hate. The first time I understood because I messed up in the interview.
Okay.
The second interview,
right.
I aced that one.
You aced that one.
Right. And I know I did, but they just, our will was just looking to go elsewhere with it. No, you wasn't.
No.
You just don't want me in that chair because I'm a little starter. You know what I'm saying? Or some stuff, like call people out on some stuff, especially at my job.
Gotcha.
But then that 3rd time, I just knew it was officially, it was somebody
there was something personal
on that panel. They felt some type of way about me. You get what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And then when the information was brought to me,
right,
I got angry.
Okay.
End up saying some stuff and let them know that I felt like it wasn't fair. You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody is stopping me from growing. And that sometimes that's what it is.
Right.
Because some people know your situation and they don't want to see you get to that counterpart, to that next level.
Nope.
And they know this will take you to that next level. And they'll say, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to get, because he's not deserving of it.
The devil.
How?
The devil.
I'm qualified. And that's one of the arguments I made.
Right.
I'm qualified for the position.
So why not?
So why not?
Why not me?
It's an easy transition.
What?
Why not?
Why
just
not you?
Give me the chance.
Not because you're black and a male, right? It has nothing to do with that, or it has some percentage.
That's exactly what it was. I think that's what it was.
I'm just asking.
And then the fact that I'm not like quiet at my job. I speak up. And I speak up for the wrongdoings that's at my job.
Right.
So I think that's why. One of the reasons, both of the reasons why. And then there's probably many more, because just the hate is real.
The hate is real.
Right.
So I heard a story about someone else, right? This is fucked up, right? So in a work environment, wherever this work environment takes place.
Right.
And this guy, he was white, but he was, new to the team, to whatever organization, and most of them were black. To be honest, he was also making more money than them because he had a degree. And he was like, hey, I'm on time. You guys are not on time. It got back to their boss. And so they like, basically, so you need to be hushed. Like, we don't tell, business. Yeah. But he's like, you said 4:00, but you guys or whoever, whatever, start at 4:35, 4:50. He's on a time schedule. So they hated him for that. They hated him for his income, because the rule is, if you do have some type of degree, you will make more money. Right. Whose fault it is that this guy has a degree and everybody else on his team, 98% of his team, did not. Right. So guess what? They fired him.
They fired the man.
They fired the man. Wow. You bringing commotion already, and they hating on you, and you guess what? His manager, whatever, let his ass go. Why?
So just to not to even go off a little bit, but to kind of stay on the thing,
right?
On the topic, as far as the hate, and I felt like that's what was one of the issues that was had with me.
Wow.
Because I didn't have the bachelor degree, right?
Gotcha.
So because I didn't have the bachelor degree, they felt like I wasn't adequate for the position. So my thing was, I have the experience, which is the the requirement.
Right.
So you say bachelor, but I was in the field.
Right.
I was working.
Right.
While they was going to school.
Right.
So you still have to train them.
Right.
When you don't have to train me.
Thank you.
Or my training is minimum. Right. Like just minimal. Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
And theirs is like the whole, like you got to train them 6 months.
You got, that's a lot.
From the beginning to the end. They're going to be confused about the system.
Right.
How to do stuff like that.
They have more control over the new person versus you.
That's probably what it was. So when I felt like, even when the DPR came to me, like the human resource personnel,
right,
when they came to me and they was like, well, what makes you feel like you're qualified?
Okay.
And I said, because my experience.
Okay.
It only asked for 2 years. I got 13.
Okay.
You
wow.
get what I'm saying? So,
that's way more.
Come on
now. And what their response was?
They didn't have a response. They had to grant me the interview. So by me getting the interview, that's how I knew I was walking into like a hating situation.
They didn't even want you there.
Exactly.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, and
that's
then
messed up.
so now let's take it personal, like with friendships.
All right.
Hating is real. Like, so you can be doing great for yourself and then your friends hate. Like I use, for example, like when it comes down to women. Okay. Right? So I have my friends and then my friends know I'm like out here trying to, do my thug this.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So I feel like a real friend will step into place and say, yo, I got a homeboy for you. Okay. Like, I got a homegirl for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got a situation for you. Yeah. So, my homeboy should be looking out for me instead. Right. And I say the hating comes in when you be like, nah, you can't deal with him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, help me because you're in the relationship. Right. Then you turn around and don't want me to enjoy the festivity. But that's real.
Hey, that shit real.
Like me, I set my dogs up real quick,
real fast.
You feel me? Right. Like I feel like it should be reciprocated. Right. You feel me? Like if they have a girl, and then they girl got a friend,
you think they should hook you up,
man? Especially if I'm single,
right?
And then y'all want to do the couple group thing and stuff like that. Right. Man, handle that. Man.
Everybody doesn't do that. Some people be like, nah, they don't want to get involved. They don't want to do nothing. What if they break up or it turns some negative? Or I was the one who linked them up. So a lot of people be like, no, fuck it. I don't want to do it.
Oh, let's go out. When we go out, right? So I understand what you're saying.
I got you.
So let's go out. If we go out and we are clicked up, right? And you see some girl looking, I feel like you should be like, yo, she checking you out.
Okay, bro. I got you.
Man, handle that, man. Right. Like stuff like that.
Right.
And that's how I know, like, the hate is there. Because I'll be like, goodness. But
I got you.
Different strokes for different folks.
Right.
So I just wanted to throw that out there because I feel like that's one thing.
Hey, so 2022, right? Hey, let that hate go. It's not worth it. Like, please, straight it off. Just shut it off. Just shut it off.
So the opposite of hate is love.
Okay, you're right.
Right. So with that, I feel like you should show love. You feel me? Like show love to the situation. You get what I'm saying?
Or just be kind. Okay. Do we have to go to severe of love? Like, let's just. To me, it don't have to be that severe, but I could be kind to you. I could respect you. Start off there for me. Not just going straight to the love, no. But I care for you.
Love can be universal.
You're right.
Right?
Okay.
So that's why I use the term. So
all right.
It can be universal. I don't need to show the love that I would show for my son or my loved one.
I got you.
To my coworker.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? But I show a gesture or a gesture of kindness,
right?
Because just love is just there,
right?
So when it even come down to showing respect, it is as well. It should be just given, and or earned. Some people say it should be earned. I feel like if we start off on a plain surface, it's already there.
Gotcha.
And then when you start acting up, it just start retracting itself.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I ain't finna.
Hey, nah, negative.
So yeah.
All right. So the next one, right? Let that shit go. I need people to let go of jealousy. Like, let go of jealousy, because do you think hate and jealousy are the same thing, or you think it's two different things? Before I go in more.
It starts off with hate and then it turns into jealousy.
And then it turns into jealousy, into envy, right? So it's just for the simple fact. Listen, so like you said, the girl on girl. I'm going to give you a girl on girl scenario. So in the past, I know that since we talk about the dating, whatever that shit, where the girl can like a particular guy, and then maybe the friend also probably didn't really like him too much, but it was questionable, But she ain't say nothing. So when the other couple, the outside friend excluded her, when she like, oh, like they talking.
This happens in real life. Yeah.
So guess what she gonna do? Guess what that jealous friend gonna do? Probably start telling him some shit. So he don't look at the girl he looking at, you know, like really probably try to break that up. Or she might just be like, hey, can I just talk to you on the side? But why? Can you tell me why?
Tell you why that person is doing that jealous
only
act.
Partly of that is jealousy, because we could talk about jealousy some more, but just partly. So why you couldn't be a woman and just be like, well, damn, I also was kind of feeling him too, but you really gonna try to take him away from me all because you were jealous?
That's a good question.
Okay.
And the only thing that comes to mind is nothing, right? No,
I got you. I got you.
What comes to mind with that is wanting what somebody else already have. So there was a movie that I watched, was The Count of Monte Cristo.
Okay.
And in the movie there was a rich guy and a poor guy. But the poor guy and the rich guy and the poor guy, and then there was a friend, a woman that they end up befriending. So she end up liking the poor guy.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? Gotcha. And it wasn't like he didn't have money or nothing like that, but he was just not as rich as the other guy.
Okay.
So she ended up liking him. She ended up falling in love, and she ended up marrying him.
Oh, okay.
So, not to go all the way to the end, but there was a certain part that happened where the rich guy received a pony for his birthday.
All right.
And then the poor guy ended up receiving a wooden horse.
Okay.
For his birthday. Or for Christmas or something like that, because they received it at the same time. So I want to say Christmas.
Okay.
Right. So the poor guy was so happy that he received his wooden horse.
All right.
And he was happy for his friend receiving the pony.
Yes.
For his birthday.
Right.
But the rich guy felt some type of way that he was so happy about the poor guy being happy about
for him.
And the thing was, it was just the fact that somebody can be happy for you, but you cannot be happy for somebody else.
Or he could even be happy for himself.
He couldn't. Well, the rich guy couldn't.
Yeah, I'm saying the rich guy
couldn't.
What I'm saying?
He couldn't just enjoy what he had. He just envied the fact that the friend enjoyed the wooden horse.
Oh my goodness!
You get what I'm saying? And come on, a live real pony compared to the wood. And so this goes to the whole situation with the girls. Or people, because I think people do the same thing. You can be happy with what you have, and other people is just naturally envious because they have nothing going for themselves.
That's crazy.
Like, that's why I say some people give other people purpose or give them a direction or some type of point.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So like, so when it comes down to the guy situation, it's like, you really wasn't even paying attention to this person. Now, all of a sudden, I talk to this person.
Right.
Now you want to pay attention. Watch this. Every time, and I used to say this, every time I wasn't in a relationship, nobody would pay me attention. Right? But once I get into a relationship, everybody hitting me up.
Every angle.
So I started dating a girl, and she said her DMs was empty. Nobody wasn't. But the moment she posted my
oh my goodness,
my beard, or you know, like
a feature of
some profile of me.
Yes,
she said people was just in her DM, just hitting her up. Oh, what's up? When we can link up?
You want to know why? Because people do that shit intentionally just to be like, you know what, her ass wasn't faithful. Or on the flip side, hey nigga, I can still get your bitch. Like, that's how people just think.
But that's crazy.
And that is crazy. Like, people live off of that shit. Yep. And so it's just like, at the end of the day, when you do get with somebody, you got to just trust them. But people do shit intentionally just to get probably those minimal two things I just said.
You know what it could be too? They don't want to see you happy.
So they gonna come in there. The third one, come in there and just stir it up so you could be fucking damn depressed or unhappy.
I think that's what it boils down.
That is crazy, but people are doing it.
Yes. So
what is wrong with y'all?
So when you bring it up, when you bring it up about the friend situation, she some people just like you to be miserable.
That's sad.
Right?
That is so sad.
And I say girls are like that overall. Like, and not all women, but majority of majority of women that like have a group of friends.
Yes.
It's always
oh my goodness.
Like that one friend wants you to be single.
Yes.
You know, because she's single.
Oh my goodness. You get what I'm saying? I understand.
Let's even I'm gonna take it here.
Ooh.
If you go out and it's you and your homeboys and you see a group of girls, you go approach one of the girls.
All right.
Because that other girl isn't getting the attention. She be like, girl, don't even holler at him. He ain't even all that.
Goodness.
And girls, and what I noticed was that most situations like that, the friend doesn't have their own mind.
No.
Right?
No.
So the friend say whatever the girl that's hating says. Oh yeah, you don't got this. You don't got no. You probably don't even know the guy from a can of paint.
And it's already negative.
Right, already because just starting up.
You know why? Because she ain't got no attention on her. She's not getting no attention.
Right, but the girl the girl that's being hollered at, she started to take on what the girl isn't being hollered at.
I got you.
Start to implement what she's starting to
and
give
then
off.
Both of them gonna be lonely.
Exactly.
Stupid.
You get what I'm saying? So that's what I noticed even out there in the field. So I remember this guy.
All right.
They will always bring a friend that wasn't that would just take anything.
Oh wow!
Anything.
Okay, anything.
Right.
Okay.
So they had a term for it. I can't remember the term.
Dang,
but it was real.
Oh,
that's the only thing I can say. It was funny
real.
though. It was funny.
Gotcha.
It was funny, but they had a term. But they'll just bring that friend that are just whatever. You feel me? So he said what they would do is they would holler at the most ugliest girl in the clique.
On purpose,
or the biggest girl in the clique, pun intended, right?
Okay,
but they would do that intentionally to get the bad chick. So one of the friends had the bad chick. If I take the L for you, right? Somebody gotta get the bad chick. Then the next time it's gotta, it's
reverse.
Gonna be vice versa.
Oh my god, I never heard this shit in my life.
Yeah, so
this is the most effed up shit I ever heard. Like, that shit ain't cool. Like, can we elaborate on this right quick? Listen, who the hell does that?
Men.
Who are y'all men to do some shit like that? I'm loving the fact that you are being real on this because I would never in my mind think a man or a group of men, y'all will be out here doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
because we trying to get play.
Yeah, because
girls ain't gonna give it. We understand that if you have a clique of girls, especially if they're sitting at the bar, 9 times out of 10 you got to buy every girl a drink.
Oh my goodness.
So men have to be smart because they'll run out of money. You feel me? Or they won't get no play because somebody's always hating.
Oh my goodness.
You get what I'm saying? So guys have to like that wingman type mentality. You feel me? Like, I need a wingman. I need an extra man too as well, because we gotta get on the prowl to make it happen.
None of my girls on that shit. Like, in the past, if they were single, because most of them are married, but in the past, I don't see none of my girls like, hell nah, I ain't finna go with the ugliest one, or hell nah, I ain't finna go with the biggest one. Like, them chicks, them females, they picky. Us women, we picky for whatever reason.
Right, but then until, like, I think with with certain women, it depends on the geographic. So it depends on if the person is an artist.
Okay.
It depends on the status of a person. That's what I want to say.
Okay.
So if the person has, like, if you go to, let's say, for example, Club Live, right? And you want to get inside of the club, you gonna have to
bring it
so somebody gonna have to talk to the ugly one in the clique. You get what I'm saying, to be in that section. You feel me?
So the other ones can be also in that section
because they want to get free drinks.
They want to get free drinks.
So can me and my girl get in?
Wow,
you get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Oh nah, man.
This is a lot.
Yeah, you gotta holler at my dog. Like, girl, I don't want to holler at. I feel like that's what y'all be saying in the bathroom when y'all go to the bathroom. Hold on, we gotta pamper
Listen,
up, or whatever y'all say.
We be having them shits in the bathroom. I'm like, look, I ain't here for none of that. I'll be the first one. I ain't here for none of that. Oh, y'all figure it out.
So to bring it to full circle, the jealousy that comes with that, as far as the hollering or trying to, pick up a girl and stuff like that, hollering at a chick, picking up a girl, or with women, being envious of their friend, getting that one. You get what I'm saying?
All because of attention, for sure. For sure. For females, it's because of the attention. Women, females just love attention. Not all, just agree. Most. So that's all that bullshit is. Jealousy.
So how do we let it go?
That's how do we let the jealousy go?
How do we let the jealousy go?
I feel like for you to be honest, be real, communicate. If you know you want something and you know whatever your goal is, man, go out for it. Like, why not? So if you see somebody being happy, being successful, whatever it is, compliment them.
Gotcha. I got one. So with this one, before we move on to the next one,
go ahead.
And I'm just put this out there.
All right.
No point intended.
Okay.
So if your friend gets with this guy and all of a sudden you build interest for that guy as well, why y'all don't just share that
guy? Because you don't know what the other friend might feel. The one who's already with the guy. So it's just that them two girls have to have a talk without him. Because I feel like at the end of the day, the nigga gonna say yes. He'll be like, oh my God, this is a dream come true. So that's easy for him. But somebody, the outside girl, she would have to initiate it. And to me, my opinion, in order to initiate that, I feel like she got to flirt with her first. I feel like they got to get on that chemistry and that level together first without him knowing. And then the outside can put it in her ear and be like, well, bring him in. And then that's how the trio can go.
Let me say this.
Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Okay.
I think it's BMF. One of the things that they kind of stuck with, and I didn't see the new episode, but I think I watched their documentary.
All right.
And I recall the guy saying that we're not going to fight over money and females.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you want this girl and you don't want nobody else to touch her, put that tag on that.
ASAP.
But if it's another girl and she knows she want to be passed around and you fine with that, let it be known. Put a tag on that one as well.
Got you.
And so I think like even with guys will know where their boundaries lie.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If this my main girl, you know
not to fuck with her.
Facts.
Got you.
But if she's my slider and she wants to slide through the crew, let it be known.
Let it be known.
So that now envious. So when she started going in the room with the different guys, I mean, that's just what it is.
That's what it is. Because you know what time it was.
Right.
Too.
So when I was younger, we ran into stuff like that.
Right. Oh.
We ran into women that wanted to be passed around.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Gotcha. Now, I probably wouldn't partake in it. Right. But I seen it.
So what is passed around? Like, she finna call this dude on Monday, then go to the homeboy on Tuesday, then go to the other homeboy on Wednesday, or it just happened whenever it just happened. Does it matter the duration?
She come to the crib.
Hell no.
And it's going down.
Hell no. Hell no. And hell no. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Oh, wow.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. Okay.
Right. So me being around it and seeing it, it was like nothing.
Right.
Because we're not arguing over this. And even if that was a conversation,
right.
Like, bro, you should have never did X, Y, Z.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It was like, hold on, time out. But what was the rules with this?
Gotcha.
And then that's how that thing would flow down.
So kind of turning left right quick. Yeah. So let's go. So kind of steering off. But so would she be classified as a hoe? If a dude do the same shit to women, what is he called? And then if the woman doing the same shit you just said, what is she called?
Well, he'll be a F boy in y'all eyes, right? And then I'm saying most likely he would be a F boy in y'all eyes, right?
So what is the F boy term? Because the F boy term doesn't equal to what you're saying. If that makes sense.
I get what you're saying, but to me, that's the terminology women use. Right?
It depends on the meaning, because when you say F boy, I'm thinking about Trina's song. That's a fuck boy. Like I'm thinking about that F boy.
Right. And what is that F boy doing?
He ain't shit. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't got nothing going for himself. But that didn't have nothing to do with the sexual activities who he's doing it with.
9 times out of 10 is always that. It starts from that. It starts from, this nigga sleeping around. And then you start paying attention to everything else after.
Okay.
I'm just saying when it comes down to females terminology versus males terminology. So we'll just call her a hoe.
Okay.
You feel me? Because she's hoeing around. She just opening the hole.
I feel like a hoe is worse than fuckboy.
Okay. But women still use the terminology when it comes down to men as well. I
gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? He's the neighborhood thought or whatever.
Right.
Y'all
I feel like both of them
I don't know what girls. Right.
Okay.
But I don't disagree with it.
Okay.
Because he can be a male hoe and there can be a female hoe.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I've heard before women say is like, yeah, they call him an F-boy.
Oh.
You feel me? And then
he going here.
Yeah, he ain't good for nothing.
I'm only laughing because I know F-boy and I didn't think of the term until just now, but he be hopping from here. He ain't hop over here. That's why I'm still laughing. But I'm just like, dang. And then when all the women get in this, if you could put all the women inside the same room, and I'd be like, do y'all know y'all all F in the same F-boy? Like,
look what you just said. That's why I said the term. That's why I said the term.
2022. And this shit is funny.
Because that's what women use, and then men use just so what makes him? He will be one.
So
you get what I'm
bring
saying?
it to jealousy. So bring it to jealousy, right? Bring it back to the term jealousy. So you telling me if everybody just be communicative and be honest,
that's my solution.
The jealousy will swipe away.
That's far as the dynamic with relationships. Now, personal jealousy is something that you have to really find out what's going on with you, because jealousy can even happen when you go to someone, like a friend goes, a single parent house. Okay. Child goes to a complete parent house. Okay. I don't even know how.
Right. I know.
Not even co-parenting.
The
just
mother
a parenting.
and father.
Yeah, parenting house.
Yeah.
Right.
Both parties.
So
both
when that child goes there and see all of the let's say
love.
Right, the both structures in the house
under one roof,
they can be envious of that.
Gotcha.
But they may exemplify it a different way. They may show it a different way.
Gotcha.
They may handle it positively.
Yeah.
Like, dang man, I wish I had what they may say.
Right.
I wish I had what you had to have a dad and a mom to talk to, this, that, and the third.
Right.
I could bounce ideas.
Yeah.
I can't do that at my house.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? And also with children, the parents not parenting correctly over here, and then the child is jealous of another child over there.
Gotcha.
So those type of dynamics also are forms of jealousy that can be stirred up at a young age and grow as they get older. Then they become like more criminal minded. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Doing sneaky stuff and just being just a tyrant. Right. You get what I'm saying? So now those jealousy traits or actions, how can you let's say work through it to overcome it, to let it go? Communication
helps, y'all. Just be real. Like,
communicate. What I mean by simple. Communication, you got to sit down with a psychiatrist, a psychologist. You got to sit down there and get some mental help to overcome those things.
Release it.
Yeah. So like with the daddy issues or the mama issues that we all deal with. Yeah. And also envy is, you can be jealous even on the job. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. My thing is call it out. Like somebody should call, bro, you jealous of me? Nah, man, I ain't jealous of you, man. I'm just saying, like, because somebody just told me a story. Right. Like, because they was from Carol City and the other guys were from the city. They kept saying, this Carol City dude think he know what he doing. Bro, what, you jealous? Because I think the city believes that we are... Carol City is above them.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's not how this thing is broken down.
No, I think we just love.
What I think is
for me,
right. So
I'm scared as hell to go to the city now, but I'm gonna show them
respect.
But
the city, to me, the city isn't that bad.
None of the cities are that bad.
Right.
We all equal.
Right.
Okay.
And because we all like, Miami is kind of all the same, just in different areas. Like, we think the same way, we act the same way. It don't matter.
But it's like, but you just said how the city see Carol City. some people, I'm sure, the way Carol City might see the city is just we were raised and stamped with that.
You're right, because there's dangerous areas.
Yes,
but there's still dangerous areas in
everywhere. That's
exactly.
what I'm saying. It's equal, y'all.
It's certain places you cannot go into unless you know
the
somebody.
City now, y'all. Girl, I be in the city
sliding.
Hey, sliding in the city. Hey, you want to find me? I be in the city.
But see what I mean?
Yes, 2022.
So it's just
let it go.
You know,
let the jealousy go.
It's the I guess the only thing with that is just the money status.
Gotcha.
Our parents are able to afford houses while their parents are affording apartments.
Everybody's surviving.
Right.
Period.
So I just don't see the difference. I don't see how, why you look at us higher when we are basically the same.
We all the same, y'all. All right, cool.
That was one.
Hey, hello.
Go ahead.
We still on the track of let it go, right? So we gonna let that shit go. Like people out there who really don't know how to forgive, and people need to understand the word forgiving. And by people not forgiving when they need to on a daily basis, like every single day, you're supposed to forgive. Unlimited. You're supposed to forgive. Right. So I want people to be like, well, let me forgive, because being negative comes with people who does not, if that makes sense. So the unforgiving people, they get on my nerves. All right. So you could do some shit to somebody. This is something personal. Miss T, I got a mouth. Okay. T got a mouth, but I only do things because I'm petty. And I'm petty with a small percentage petty. But when I'm petty, it's gonna feel like an extreme petty, right? But I'm only gonna do things it's called a cause and effect. Okay? So when I do something wrong, you call me out on it. I'm gonna tell you why I was being petty. I feel like it should be over. I feel like we ain't got shit to talk about. I feel like, guess what? I apologize. I told you how I am. Forgive me and let's move forward. Guess what? Somebody still feeling some type of damn way. And I'm just like, so you didn't forgive me. So now all the negativity rolled over from 2021. That shit's still rolling over in 2022 already. And this is the first week of January. So this is why I'm like, let that shit go. I let it go. So if I let it go, moved on, why the hell you can't do it too? So why people are not forgiving each other every single day?
There's a question that I have.
Okay.
Before I answer that question.
What's your question?
I do want to answer your question first.
Whatever you want to do. Come on.
Does sorry mean sorry?
Does sorry mean sorry? That is a perfect question. A sorry means sorry. Yes, the sorry does mean sorry, because I know I probably kind of hurted your feelings. Like I triggered something in your feelings and I didn't mean to. Because I don't want to come off as a negative person, but I only would do it if you bring me there. So for my sorry does mean sorry.
Right.
Genuinely, if I say sorry, I'm like, damn, I fucked up. I take accountability. I'm sorry. Yes, I am.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Most people, sorry doesn't mean sorry.
Oh.
Because it's just like forgiving. When you forgive, it's thrown like basically in the sea of forgetfulness. And then you continue to live as though the person didn't do it. But most people cannot let it go.
Wow.
So they'll say terms like, I forgive you, but I won't forget.
Is it wrong to say that slogan?
Well,
is it wrong to feel that?
It depends. And I would say this. It depends on the level of whatever transpired.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
If somebody hit your toe,
yeah,
don't hold on to that.
If I ran your toe over in the past, I'm sorry. That was real. Go ahead.
But it's as simple as that.
I got you.
But let's say if I threw hot water on you.
Okay.
Yeah, you know to stay away from me.
Right.
And that's something that you won't basically forget, because that's traumatic.
Gotcha. I never threw hot water on anyone, so I couldn't say nothing. But I was waiting on you to say something else so I could be like, I did that. But I didn't do the hot water shit. I wish I would have did that shit.
But I'm saying, like,
go ahead.
I'm saying, like, when it comes down to it, those may be the dynamics.
Right.
So when the saying comes that you can forgive but not forget.
Right.
You're not going to forget hot water being thrown on you.
Gotcha.
Right?
Right.
But you'll just know how to deal with that person based upon what experience you had with them.
It's the level of their feelings.
But the thing is, have you moved on? So if you see that person, are those feelings of that hot water pressing on your skin coming back alive? You get what I'm saying? Are you stay meditating on it? Wow. Or are you looking past it?
So that person needs to do self-love. Because if I was in that person's shoes, so say someone did something to me and I have to forgive someone, what I have to do for me to work through the forgiveness, even though somebody can say I'm sorry, or whatever, it's like, you know what? Number one, I'm not offended. Number two, the person did say something. Okay, cool. And then number three, that was, shame on you. And then the second time, it's not gonna be on me. So cool. Like, call it equal, and then I'll move forward. Right. It's easier said than done.
And then and also forgiveness to me happens at the moment that the thing, like whatever transpired. Okay. I don't want to say thing. Wow. But whatever the event transpired. Right.
That's an armor. You have an armor on you because you just let that shit slide. I ain't letting that shit slide that fast. Right. I ain't get there yet.
Right. So what happens is a lot of people, to me, they hold on to it and they don't let it go. Right. So you wonder why you get sick or you have bitterness within you. Right. It's because you've been holding on to something. You get what I'm saying? That you haven't let go. Right. And so when a person says sorry, are you really taking it as though the person is saying sorry to you? I got you. You get what I'm saying? And then going from there, no, most likely you're not, because you want them to say sorry a million more times.
I'm not doing that.
Exactly. And that's where a lot of stuff, that's where a lot of like bad interactions happen with individuals, especially like within family. Right. You won't forgive because of what that family member did. You get what I'm saying? Until the person, let's say, pass away, until the person is in the accident. Right. Like a husband and wife, they'll fight, and then the husband may go out and get into an accident, and now he's unconscious. Right. Right. So now you're sitting up there. Oh, I wish I could just talk to you one more time. I wish. But you should have went on ahead, and whatever that argument was about, now it's out the door. Yeah. Now you done look past it. You ain't even work. So why we not living our life like that? Gotcha. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So those are the so when it comes down to forgiveness, it's just one of the, to me, forgiveness is something that you internally have to work on. Right. You get what I'm saying? So you have to see the betterment, like the best part of life to get over certain things. Like that ain't even, you know what? I ain't even sweating that. Right. I can forgive you for that, man. Right. Oh well. Right. Like some women, they can forgive men for cheating. Right. But men, it's too much. And then some men, they will. Right. You know what?
But like, why is it that? Why most men?
I heard this guy say this. And listen. Why?
Oh, please educate me.
I'm finna tell you this. Okay. And I think he's so smart for saying it. He said, he says, you're going to wipe it off and you still going to come inside this house. I said, dang, bro. He says, why am I working myself up when all you're going to do is wipe it off and come back in the house with me? I said, bro, that's a different type of understanding. When I tell you, men be talking. But this is one that, because he's like, he'll say, well, I may do my little thing. You get what I'm saying? Okay. And she may end up doing her little thing. Okay. But at the end of the day, all right, she's going to wipe it off and come. I don't know where he get that from, what incidents he's ran into. Right. But to come up with that concept.
So I'm trying to understand the concept. So I get it when you say she's going to wipe it off. I'm assuming after she already has sexual activity with another male, she's going to wipe it off and still probably have sex with him.
Eventually they're going to have sex.
He's going to have sex. So is he mad or he not mad?
He's not mad. You know why? Why? Because that's a form of forgiving. You're asking about forgiving. His interpretation of forgiving is on a different level. Wow. So the interpretation for him, if his girl cheats, is you're going to wipe it off anyway.
You'll wipe it off anyway.
Either you're going to wipe it off for me to get back in the bed with me, or you're going to wipe it off for somebody else to get back in the bed with them.
Okay, wow.
So if I'm good with you, just come back home.
Just come back home.
I don't think he's sitting up there giving her a license to cheat.
Oh, right.
Because you can't take it to that far. Because he's like, hey, I'm gonna just divorce and I'm going about my business.
But at one time he will give it.
If you up there and some stuff is going on and then all that stuff, yeah, just wipe that stuff off and get your butt back in the house.
Wow.
Don't try me no more.
So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you're on that maturity level, or you be like, no, okay, I'm just asking.
I'm realistic with myself.
All right.
I think that's an older man's mentality. He's wise. And even though he's young, he's still wise. But who's to say he's just probably talking, right? But to have that concept, that means there's a maturity level within him that makes me sit back and say, well, if I'm faced with this situation, should I handle it in a mature way?
Right.
Or should I be immature and impulsive?
That's growth.
You get what I'm saying?
You have to grow.
So I don't know. Because with me personally, it's like I'm a what you say, not a controller, but I'm a conqueror.
Okay.
This is mine. Type stuff.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
You men are so freaking territorial.
Stuff.
Don't touch
you get what I'm saying?
Rose, your flower.
Exactly.
The kitty cat, whatever y'all call it, Gina, whoever.
Don't touch mine, right? Because there's so many others you can touch.
Right. Don't touch this one.
Right.
Oh, y'all territorial, so I know that.
So to build myself up, to say that I will like okay it and tell her to wipe off and come inside, it probably won't happen.
Because in my head, if a woman cheats that severe, I'm sure 98% she told him how she felt and he ignored her. 98%.
Okay.
She's not going to do it just to do it. Something like, and we have to know as women, as human beings, period, no one is perfect.
Right.
So when we all understand and really believe and walk in that no one is perfect, then I think the cheating kind of fades away, because you could break up with somebody, get into another relationship, you could go through the same shit. Exactly. It's all going to be the same. So
I agree.
Just find that one person that, you know what, I'm going to thug it out with you. Right. So whatever, just don't fucking try me. We'll still go through it. It's a cause and effect. Right. But just because you're going to go through it again with somebody else. So for the women, just to add to what you were saying, I'm sure 98% that woman, if she cheated on her significant other, she told him where he needed to fix it at. And guess what? He didn't fix it, so she gonna get it elsewhere. Right. And it could be finances. Regardless, if the problem is finances, she's not gonna see him sexually no more, and she gonna go into sex. Or you're not doing nothing with us and the kids, like whatever it could be. If he's not giving it to her, her mind it's like now you're becoming unattractive. So another man who's gonna be more attractive to you, she's gonna look at him and then boom, just gonna do it. So that's how women, and the reason, in my opinion, why women cheat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
We could talk about that.
Okay,
later. Yeah, we could talk about that. Because I got, you threw some stuff.
Hey, we can talk about it.
Like, all right, later. I got some bangers for that.
So forgiving. So what can we do to like turn it from a negative to a positive? But like y'all let the unforgiveness go. 2022, let it go. To let
unforgiveness go.
Right.
I say pray on it.
Okay.
Start with prayer, and then after prayer, you have to open yourself up to forgive.
Yes.
Put it on the table.
Right.
Tell yourself, I forgive you.
Right.
It can just start with words.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then actually become actions.
Right.
Because I think with the wording, it should come actions after. So if you forgiving a person, right? So if I forgive you, T, or whatever, my actions shall follow suit.
Yeah.
So let's say if you hit my car, and let's say you were driving my car, and then you end up getting into an accident.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So the act of forgiving, I'm just using it as a plain example.
Yeah.
So I get another car, and let's say if I do forgive you, right? Okay, you ask me again, can I use your car?
All right.
I say, okay, no problem.
Gotcha.
And I just let it happen.
Right.
Right? Now, I'm not going to say be a fool, right, in that situation.
Yeah.
But that's an act of forgiving.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? And moving on from the situation.
Gotcha.
And I think that's the only way to, well, not the only way,
Right.
but one of the ways to actually exemplify unforgiveness.
Okay.
You
I
know,
want to add to that
Well,
for
forgiveness,
forgiveness.
Yeah.
Also, when it comes down to forgiveness, my opinion, and I heard this before, like, whoever that person is, if they done something to you, it's okay for you to still forgive them without them even knowing that you forgave them.
Yep.
So as long as you can just sit down, like you said, it's within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Let it, like, tell it to God, look in the mirror, talk it through it. If you need to cry your tears, but as long as that person still didn't know you did it, it's still okay for you to go through that process, because in order for you to heal, you have to let that go.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was also like personal. I had to let some stuff go. I had to forgive someone. And I was like, but they probably even know they probably did it, but it was still hurting me in 2021. And in 2021, I was like, you know what? I have to forgive this person. And without even knowing, I'm sure this person don't even know what the hell is going on. Life moved the fuck on,
right.
But it stuck with me. And the moment I really released it and I really forgave that person, gradually within weeks and months, guess what? I don't even think about it no more. Like it don't even bother no more.
So, and as you were talking, you made me come up with this statement.
All right.
There's always tomorrow.
Always tomorrow.
So there's always another day
to
face, to partially forgive.
All right.
Then there's another tomorrow.
Gotcha.
There's always a tomorrow.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And then eventually with time,
right,
you can heal as well as forgive.
Yes.
So I think that what you're saying is correct.
Right.
You know, with time, all of these are, you know, the ways and how it can work out in your betterment.
Gotcha.
It just take time.
So can we let go of what we just said so we can wrap it up?